What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reacting to NASCAR's return to Bowman Gray Stadium. I'm looking forward to getting into this. It's quite a long one. It's from the NASCAR channel though, so have they made something good here? I don't know. It's only come out recently. One of my Patreon members has requested this, so I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. I didn't even know that they'd left Bowman Gray Stadium and that they were returning. Like, this is all just completely new information to me because I obviously only just got into NASCAR last year. So I'm excited. I'm just going to shut up and we'll get straight into it. In the madhouse of life, it's the ones who embrace the madness that truly live.
All around the world, you'll find the sport of auto racing to mean a great deal to a great number of people.
Yeah.
But there are certain corners in the map where it means everything. Bowman Gray Stadium is one of those places.
Okay.
Racing a quarter mile around a football field, there's just nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
And that means beating, banging, hurt feelings, blood rivalries.
Oh my God.
On the track. Here, it's simple, pure, raw.
Are you not entertained? I just want to tell
What the hell?
I left my house today. I left bail money just in case I smacked the out of you today.
3 years in Los Angeles, there would be a return to NASCAR's roots.
The fan energy and atmosphere there is amazing and crazy.
Seen a lot of highlight reels from over there.
There's no other experience like Bowman Gray. It's such a cool.
Can someone please explain to me what the clash is? Like, do points start from that race, or is it like just a warm-up race for the season? Like, I have no idea what a clash is, like what it means. Like, please someone fill me in the comments. Because I said in the comments in one of my recent videos, I said, oh, doesn't NASCAR come back on the 2nd? And everyone was like, well, it's the clash on the 2nd, but it properly starts from the 16th. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't understand. Please someone help me.
Modifieds have been the main event at Bowman Gray since 1949. The stadium
1949,
puts on a hell of a
wow.
show, and the fans can't get enough.
One of my sayings is we are racing, wrestling, and religion. We're racing, we're in a circle. We're wrestling because we have a few discussions. We're religion because people come sit in the same seat every week, and they follow who they're passionate about.
This is a place you come. You don't come here to watch cars go around in a circle. You come here for excitement and drama, and 99% of the time, that's exactly what you get.
Oh boy, we have a fight! We have a fight! Oh my God!
Oh my God. They're on the floor.
Haymakers! There you go. Give it a tap. Come on.
Crazy.
Clear out back. Let's go.
The idea to bring the clash to Bowman Gray started with Ben Kennedy, the great-grandson of NASCAR founder Bill France Sr. Kennedy and the man he's tapped to make the race a reality, Joey Denowitz, are on their way to get the full Madhouse experience. Before hitting the stadium, it's tradition for fans and drivers alike to stop off for hot dogs at Pulliam's Barbecue, a Winston-Salem mainstay older than Bowman Gray itself.
Whoa,
Kennedy's
that's
grandfather,
crazy.
Bill France Jr. was a frequent visitor.
Bill France Jr. would always stop at Pulliam's, whether it's a Bowman Gray weekend or not. I've heard stories about him landing at this airport before, and he would land here, run over to Pulliam's, get a hot dog, and then scoot to the next place.
That's so funny.
One hot dog with slaw.
Hey, I brought somebody with me. How are you doing?
All right, and you doing okay?
Good, doing well.
Good.
Ready for some hot dogs?
Hey, we got you covered here, brother. You come to the right place.
Awesome. I think I gotta go all the way, right? What is all the way?
Mustard, chili, slaw, and onion.
Let's do it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Bill France room?
Yeah, the Bill France room was years ago. Bill had called me and said, you got room? I said, I'll make room. I said, clear the tables and all. So I got Mike Helton and a bunch of them coming up. So I put them all in that room.
Yeah. You had basically the entire NASCAR garage in your back room?
Yeah.
Where's that picture of Ben Kennedy at?
It should be in here.
You ever see that guy?
Who, Ben?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Ben since he ran K&N.
That's me.
How you been?
I'm Ben.
I haven't seen you, man. Boy, that's a dang. I haven't seen you since you ran K&N. How's your mom and everybody doing?
They're doing great. They're doing really good.
Yeah, there's that picture of you and your mom and you.
Oh, yeah. Now, Junior, he would fly into the airport here.
Yep, they bring him up here to eat. Sometimes he'd come up here
Wow.
for a rental. Sometimes
That's such a nice photo.
I can remember Bill Jr., Bill Sr. sitting over there in that corner where the drink machines is at with T. Wayne and Ralph Seagraves.
Okay.
And they said there's no telling what kind of rules was made for NASCAR in that corner. While they was up here eating.
It's a good point.
That past life Ben Kennedy's talking
2013.
about is one that put him in the middle of the madness.
Here comes Ben Kennedy. He's going to drive.
Whoa.
Great battle side by side. A little bit of contact and more contact. Looked like
Ben
Kennedy and Aramco's Ortiz.
In a 2013 K&N Pro Series East race, Kennedy wrote his name into the legend of Bowman Gray.
Did he? Wow. He won. No way.
Stadium. Wow. This has got to be such a huge moment for Ben Kennedy.
I still have the door panel of that car. It's ripped up, it's beat up, but I will forever remember that night.
Oh,
To
wow.
be able to really see the Madhouse on full display.
The Madhouse. I love that it's called that.
Big Bill France and Alvin Hawkins were at the formation of NASCAR in December of 1947. The picture shows Alvin there. He's right there at Big Bill's side because they had been racers together back in the 30s on the beach at Daytona. So
In the 30s. That's such a crazy phrase. Because you hear people talk about the 60s and the 70s, but you say, oh, they were doing this in the 30s. I'm like, that's nearly like 100 years ago now.
and fulfill his end of the bargain to help the city pay for the paving. So the city of Winston-Salem officials met Bill and Alvin up here, and they looked at it. And Bill had some reservations, as I understand. He kind of looked at it and said, it looks awfully tight. And Alvin was excited by it and said, hey, I believe this will work.
That is Alvin Hawkins.
Should we all thank Alvin then?
I was kind of young when he got involved with this. I did spend some time with him, though, kind of as a sidekick, riding around in the truck, I guess, a little bit. I think him and Mr. France tried to figure out a way to get the adrenaline junkies that came back from the war and corral that, and they were good at it.
NASCAR held its first race
Wow,
at the
look at that
stadium in
footage.
1949. Fonte Flock was the winner. Glenn Wood cemented his legacy at Bowman Gray with 29 career wins. That dominance was due in part to the ingenuity of his brother, Leonard, who carefully studied the quarter-mile flat track. The result was one of the most famous cars in NASCAR history.
Most famous car.
On the real wheels, you know, so Glenn and I started
Wow, look
working
at
on
that.
this 37 Ford, and we started moving the motor back, and we moved it back a certain part, and then to miss something else, you had to move it back a little more, so we ended up moving it back about 30 inches or so, and then he had to go in the back seat, and then we had to have a long steering rod to go to the front.
No
He
way.
Says, how in the world am I going to drive this thing? I learned how to set the car up, he learned how to drive a car, and he got the thing right. He wins 4 in a row.
Wow,
He says,
4 in a
"Man,
row."
it's easy to win a race in this thing. I learned more about how to set a car, to wedge a car and all that than any other racetrack.
No way.
For weeks, you was trying to do something like that. If I want stuff you don't want, buddy, I'd stuff you out in the parking lot. I'll put your in front of your
Why are Americans like this? Like, why can't you just get on with it? Like, aren't you a man? Aren't you mature? Like, just put your differences aside.
Gray is one of the reasons that this place is so successful.
It's gonna be hot, better hydrate.
Because he talks to the drivers, he listens to the drivers. Gray's very hands-on.
You're causing more problems now than you was when you was racing, you dumbass.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we're just trying to have some fun.
I know it.
Be safe. I mean, it ain't worth all this.
I think Gray does the best he can trying to keep all the 200 or 300 racers here at bay. And you're
So
not
he's
gonna
like
make
the
everybody
mediator.
happy.
You think I'm a If you have to ask
The
the question, you know
peacekeeper.
the answer.
That is correct, Mr. Garrison.
Every decision Gray Garrison makes, he makes it for the best interest of Bowman Gray Stadium. He's kept this place going for a long time.
It became a way of life, just like if you grow up on a farm, you start farming. You grow up at a racetrack, you race. It's just what you do. It's what you know.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think literally my entire life I've missed 3 Saturday nights, my entire life. I mean, our family goes back to...
That's like me with F1, like I just can't miss a race. I literally start twitching if I, I'm close to missing a race. I can't.
Coming here as a child, watching my dad race. NASCAR was new, it was exciting, and they were the guys that were winning the races. They were the thing.
First year we went up there and rented a house 2 doors down. It was Billy Myers. The car caught my attention. It would be parked there all week behind the house, and I'd go over and play in it, and then Billy would get in and drive.
Wow. That's crazy. Sit and play in it, and then the actual driver would go take it around the racetrack.
That's one of the cool things for our family is just how long we've been going over to Bowman Gray. And they actually took a picture of my grandpa, my grandma,
wow, she's so
my
pretty.
dad, and his brother in the stands. And they're in the same spot that I sat in and that my family sits in now. And we actually recreated that picture several years ago
chills.
with my mom and my dad and me and my brother. Billy and Bobby were known as the Myers brothers. And now today, me and my brother are known as the Myers brothers.
What is it, like 9 cards this week?
I think so.
7 from 6 or 7.
I love that they have matching t-shirts on. That's so cute.
3:30ish, so we're looking at 2 hours earlier, and we like to mingle with the drivers. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
What's up, little man? How are you?
How'd you feel in practice? Good?
Pretty good.
What's up, little man?
You know why he's here?
Yeah.
He's here every time.
Ready for the signature?
Yeah.
We've created a lot of friendships, man. The way they've scooped my kid up under their wing. Good night. Hey, Mama, how you doing?
Good. There's Bert right there.
You always get the first one, don't you?
Yeah.
He gets his own pack. You know the deal. Good to see you. Good luck. Getting those cards and then going around and getting them signed. We love it.
Oh.
Champion right here. Champion. I'm calling it. Champion, right?
We're going to try.
Seeing my son be so
That's so cute.
And, all the friends he's made down there, some of them kids, some of them adults. To us, that means a lot.
We got into turn 3, and I bumped him getting in, and he went out and he spun out. Tim come out of the pits as we took the green and stuffed me in the wall down here, and then we started running into each other. Tim hit his ball is what happened.
And that particular night, the wires crossed in my head, and I didn't care what the outcome was. I was tired of being run over by the Myers.
No way. Don't you care about the race? You've got a race to get to, and
Tim
you're
Brand
just
had never done that. So it was like, holy cow, what happened to Tim?
driving over each other in the corner.
The emotions have overflowed again. Enough is enough. Wear it out. Wear it out.
And that night was the night.
What the hell?
Like, you done me wrong for the last time. I'm gonna show you that you ain't gonna mess with me.
It's no wonder things between Brown and Myers are so tense. There's barely any daylight between them in the record book. Since 1996, Brown has won 12 track championships. Myers has done it 11 times.
I respect him.
11
He's a
and
really
12
good racer.
times.
I don't like a lot of the things that he does as a racer, and that's fine. I'm sure he don't like a lot of things that I do as a racer, but when I beat him, not that I pat myself on the back, but I feel pretty good about it, you know.
In 2024, Brown cemented his place in Bowman Gray history, becoming the first driver to win 100 races at the Madhouse.
100 races at Bowman Gray. That's insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, history tonight at the Madhouse.
Everybody put a bigger emphasis on that 100 than I did, because to me it's just another win. When Cup car owners started calling me and congratulating me, and Cup drivers were calling me, you know, I was thinking, like, man, it must be a pretty big deal. And I think about it a lot, how blessed I've been to just be a kid that struggled to buy the ticket to come here to watch a race. Now to walking in here
and now you've won 100 races. Oh wow, I've got goosebumps.
And I know Bert's, you know, nipping at the heels, and he'll get 100 soon, but I beat him to it. It's special and will always be special because I was the first one to ever do it.
Oh.
What kind of driver you need to be successful here?
Rich.
Rich.
So you have to be disciplined, right? As far as inside the race car. If I've got a good car, you've got to make the best of it by being patiently aggressive, right? Don't put yourself in a bad spot. You just got to take what the track will give you.
Oh.
I think one of the things that makes this place unique as a driver is you just never know what to expect.
Oh my. Oh! Went over the barrier. That's crazy.
You race over here off instincts, and you hope that the guy beside of you's got enough instinct that he don't wreck you. It's like having children. You got to pick your battles.
Great.
The action and excitement in every lap has built a lifelong love affair with short track racing for fans of all ages. It's what makes Bowman Gray, Bowman Gray.
Retaliation. So good.
Hey, thank you so much for bringing it.
Oh yeah, no worries,
no
man.
idea how much I appreciate that.
Yeah, you pumped for it? You coming?
Oh my God, I'm more than my
Crazy person.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Me speaking like I have a mortgage on a house, I don't.
As the leaves change colors and
103 days until the
from a
clash.
summer of racing to an autumn of football, renovations kick off to prepare for the clash.
Well, I'm filming this on Sunday the 2nd right now, so...
One of the most fascinating is the story of the last time the Cup Series raced at Bowman Gray on August 6, 1971. For more than 50 years, that race appeared in the record books without a credited winner.
Midway through the 1971 season, NASCAR determined that there would be 6 combination races of the Grand National Division, or what we would call the Cup Series today, and Grand American, like our Xfinity cars of today. The Grand American cars were like Mustangs, Camaros,
wow, look at them.
Mercury Cougars. The first
I love
of
them.
those combination races was scheduled for Bowman Gray Stadium. Bobby Allison chose the Grand American car because it was lighter. As the race went on, Bobby had a clear advantage. He led 118 laps. At the end of the race,
laps.
Bobby got the checkered flag, the trophy, all of the things that a winner normally gets, except he did not get credit for that win.
What?
It's been a controversy ever since.
He said, would you believe I won the race, but they wouldn't give me the win? I said, no, I don't see how that could happen. But it did. There was a vendetta there between Bill France Jr. and Bobby Allison. You know, he was very upset that Bobby chose the Mustang over the Grand National car. I know that for a fact.
It was Thorne.
But that can't be a reason that you don't credit someone for their win.
I felt like that win needed to be validated. Joey Dinowitz asked me to put together a document that might plead Bobby's case. And Joey presented that document to Jim France, and Jim immediately said, yes, okay, let's do that. And we knew at that time Bobby's health was failing. It was so critical that he knows that he was finally credited for that win.
On October 23rd, 2024, NASCAR's Jim France and Mike Helton presented Bobby Allison
I'm gonna cry.
with an
That's
official
so cute.
proclamation. Allison would finally be recognized as the winner of the 1971
I got chills everywhere.
Myers Brothers 250. Allison passed away just over 2 weeks later. The win at Bowman Gray brought his career total to 85.
That's so sad.
All-time NASCAR
It's like
wins.
the final push that he needed.
When I got that phone call saying that that's what they were doing, I relaxed completely. I said, finally.
When I got the news, I said, he's got it. He's got that win. I just am so happy.
He was ecstatic. I couldn't believe, for as bad as he felt, for him to tell me, he said, Donnie, do you believe they finally gave me the race? I think after that happened, and he said, I'm ready to go.
Oh, so sad. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's like so sad at the same time.
I really think that was a culmination to his life.
A bit of business long left unfinished. The closure for Bobby Allison is an example of how NASCAR's return to Bowman Gray is a full circle moment for a sport, a racetrack, a way of life.
It's a family business. You know, how important is a farm to a family that grew up on the farm? That's who you are, that's what you are. We're proud that NASCAR picked it up because we wanted it to go to the next level, and we couldn't take it to the next level. NASCAR will take it and embrace it, take that Madhouse magic and mix it together for the Cup.
I hope so.
This is thank you, race fans, for sticking with us. We've had to go some other places, but we're coming home.
Coming home. Wow. That's so crazy, putting the old footage next to like footage nowadays.
Raced here. It's like a nice timepiece. It's just working, right? And it's just flawless.
This thing's always stayed special, you know. It's just went on for just years and years, and still put on a great show. Great memories.
Oh.
I can sit here and tell you story after story after story. Until you sit right here, you'll never understand it.
Standing in victory lane at Bowman Gray is where it's at, and some people are willing to do just about anything it takes to get there.
Oh, wow.
54 years is a long time to be away from your roots. Bowman Gray Stadium is back in style.
Well, that was absolutely beautiful. I didn't know anything. I didn't know like the history or anything about Bowman Gray. So watching that was just absolutely insane to see. And I mean, it's the 2nd of February today. So they're going there. NASCAR's going there today. Someone said, can you do the highlights? So maybe I'll do the highlights from Bowman Gray this week. But yeah, it's nice to see that they finally come back to the stadium, back to their roots, as they said in the video. So I did really enjoy that. So thank you to my Patreon members for requesting this video. And with that being said, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to react to, drop them in the comments. I'm working my way through everybody's suggestions at the moment. If you did want to check out any of my other socials or become a Patreon member and get early access to videos like this or top priority over your suggestions, then you can do all of that down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's reaction, and I will catch you next time for the next one. Bye.